Yo, I'm gonna do this real quick since I might not get a chance to record it the way I wanted to. But Move the Culture Mondays every Monday. You feel me? And today I wanted to acknowledge a fire fucking interview that I watched yesterday. It's 2.5 hours, but you know, I was multitasking and I enjoyed it thoroughly. So I like to give credit where credit is due, and I like to honor and show love to people that I deem are moving the culture. That's what my new platform is about. You know, I've been branding it Move the Culture, and now we're doing Move the Culture Monday. So every Monday I'm going to be dropping some form of content until we do the official soft launch of the platform. It will be a freestyle platform, but I'm not only interviewing artists, I'm interviewing all entrepreneurs, anybody out there that I feel is moving the culture. If you feel like someone needs to be interviewed, you know what I'm saying, hit me up, BossChickRaine@gmail.com. But Move the Culture is the movement. As somebody who has been literally trend setting and moving the culture in my own way and being innovative in this culture, you know, I want to show that it's a lot of times like people, the foundation of moving the culture, it takes us all, you feel me? And the foundation is really the creatives and the innovators that are, you know, that really care about the culture. So I wanted to acknowledge this interview and this platform that I've been checking out for a while. First shout out to my guy, July Streets, because he's who put me on to Godzofthecity podcast first. You know, he's a Brooklyn guy. They are a Brooklyn-based podcast, and I wanted to shout them out because they just dropped a very, very fire-ass Troy Ave interview. The interview to me was very entertaining. It kept my attention because in this era, a lot of things, it just doesn't keep my attention. Even a lot of things that people love, that gets millions of views, it's not good to me. You know, everyone's doing podcasts now, no shade, no hate, but everyone is not good at it. And a part of it, you know, but to each his own. I'm saying this is my opinion, right? So it's not a fact. But a part of that, though, the reason why I wanted to commend this platform, Gods of the City, is because they really are doing a real service to hip-hop journalism. I think that hip-hop journalism is not dead because of people like them, myself, and I'm quite sure there's quite a few others that really are doing the due diligence and giving the respect to the artists and the people that they have on their platform when they come through, knowing what the fuck they're talking about. That's real hip-hop journalism. You know what I'm saying? And these guys are representing the hood, representing the streets, and it's good to see young brothers that actually, I can tell, really care about the culture. I like how the brand too, you know, it's bred in Brooklyn. It reminds me of the old Forbes DVD, you know what I'm saying? Like, these guys are from Brooklyn. They're really embedded in Brooklyn culture. And what I really love, though, the best interviews, as someone who has been doing interviews literally for 10 years, and people will have said that I was natural at it, and I felt natural, is that when you really just have like a cool conversation with someone, and Troy Ave, though, whether you like him or not, Troy Ave is very charismatic. You know, he dropped a lot of jewels in this interview. So I think this is an interview that the people, that the youth should see, that the culture should definitely see, because it resonated with me, because he was saying so many things that I have experienced too, being in his culture, especially when you deem yourself of morals, values, and principles. You know what I'm saying? Whether you agree with Troy Ave's decisions that he has made or not, there's still an overall, he still leads from a point of morals, values, and principles, which I think is important, because in this era, a lot of people don't. And they talk about this in specific stories. He tells so many stories in this interview that are so similar to mine. And the reason why it resonates with me, I just feel like it's not only similar, but he's just more of a success story. But the main part that I want to get, Rain Rant, the main part that I really want to get out is the fact that he is truly an independent, and it's not easy. He's truly a independent, standing on his own two and on his own brand that he built. And like I said, a lot of people don't know what that is and what that feels like, how to really stand on your own too and not really need anybody. You know what I'm saying? You want to work with people, of course. You want everyone to work together. You want it to be love. It's just not always like that, right? But it's about standing tall and building your brand and standing on your brand. When you build your brand and then you successfully fund your brand, they really can't stop you. So this right here to me is the true blue entrepreneur success story. You know, success is different to different people. Yeah, he talks a lot, you know, he calls them, a lot of people who are wealthy, they call it motivation. You know, he's a flashy, he's from New York. That's the other part that I love about it, is that he's really repping New York. And then these two guys do such a really good job at showing him the love and giving him his flowers without even using the phrase, let me give you your flowers. They really was just, you could tell, well, for one of them, they knew him personally, but you could tell they had that rapport, but you could tell that they really gave him his just due. Like, they did their homework. They really combed through his stories. They went through all his albums. It's really a fire interview, and this is what hip-hop interviews should look like, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's about. The interview was so fire that it made me go back and listen to some old Troy Ave. And then I realized, because they kept talking about the New York City album, and they were saying how instrumental it was. And then when I went back and listened to it, I'm like, oh, I know this album. There's a lot of fire joints on the New York City album, and that's 2013. Troy Ave has been dropping music successfully and independently for quite some time. So I just wanted to champion not only Troy Ave for his contributions to the culture, regardless of what you feel about, you know, the streets and his whole streets is a myth thing. They talked about that. Check out the interview. I think the interview definitely is something that needs to be looked at and pull from it the jewels. He's dropping a lot of jewels, especially if you're aiming to be truly independent, an independent artist. Build your brand, build your platform, and do it all yourself. Check out that interview, man. Shout out to Gods of the City. I like what y'all are doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep respecting hip-hop journalism, true hip-hop journalism. That's why I will continue to say I am not a blogger. I'm a fucking journalist, and I love hip-hop and rep hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? Mother culture, move the culture, and it's Move the Culture Mondays. Soft launch in March coming soon, and it's also going to be a welcome back to me to battle rap, because I'm about to be back outside. You can't stop the rain. Shout out to Grid City. Move the Culture Mondays. BossChick Raine, and I'm out. Cheers.